Well, the mailman was nice to me, and I got a new knife from Miguron, whichever one it is. So I figured we'd do a quick unboxing and take a look at it, and then I could start carrying it and give my opinion of it. I found with a couple of previous knives that I was able to discover a few things after carrying it for a while. I guess that totally makes sense. But let's take a look and see what we're going to start with here. This is the Velona, and I believe it is the smaller version. All that care and I still rip it. Hold on a second here. Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry about that. My lab is pretty old, and he's still a good boy. But when he barks, tells me he needs to go outside, he's serious. So I just had to run up there and let him out real quick so he can go out and do his business. So let's get into this knife. What else we got in there? Or just some product precautions. Foam, a little silica gel. All right. Now this is not an expensive knife at all, but it sure looks good. Let's see. Got a flipper tab. Oh yeah. I really like that. That blade is sick. Get a little rag here so I can wipe it down a little bit. They definitely put some oil on it. I believe this one is 14C28N. Yes, it is. See that? So probably the king of the budget steels. There's the liner lock. You can see the engagement there. Boy, all of these surfaces are really radius nice. There's no sharp areas in there. Access to that liner is very good as well. Not quite dropped shut yet, but it's just brand new out of the box. So I could definitely thumb it open using that fuller. I don't have to use the flipper tab. Let's see. Oh, heck yeah, you can Spidey flip this thing. You can reverse flick it using that fuller. Actually, really well, too. The detent is very well tuned for that. Wow. I'm really impressed with this. Like I said, this is not an expensive knife. And I'll put a link down in the description. But that thing looks sick. Look at the belt clip is really nice. A milled belt clip sitting on top of these G10 scales. Centering. Perfect. It almost looks like you could get your finger in to touch that point, but you can't, which is a good thing. G10. Boy, is that G10? I don't think that's G10. It might be. It also feels like it could just be just a plastic backspacer, which is fine. You got some decent grip without being too aggressive. Background logo. The flipper has just enough serrations on it to offer perfect. Boy, that thing flies out. That is nice. Well, let's get a few details on it here. Okay, it is about 3 3/4 of an ounce, which isn't bad at all. Can you see those steel liners? How they're milled out? Huge amount of milling on that for weight reduction. That is great. That is great. The clip is reversible. Tip up only. Look at how well radiused that is. Nice and rounded. There's nothing sharp. You can put your finger down on this. None of these liner surfaces are sharp. Running on bearings, you can definitely see the bearings down in there. The stop pin isn't huge, but it's definitely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. In the blade, it hits. Look at underneath the flipper tab. There's a nested area there. So when you close this, that comes up and that stop pin just settles right in there. Nice and solid and secure. Then on opening, heck yeah. There's no blade play up and down or side to side. I can flex this a little bit. But it's nice and solid and secure. And the grind is very nice. Getting it all fingerprinted up. I know I don't have to worry with it being 14C, but let me get my magazine over here. And we're going to try the edge out. But if you are wondering, first we'll take a few quick length measurements. So we're looking at about 3 3/8 blade length with a 3 1/4 inch cutting length. Overall length of 7 3/4 open. And closed length of about 4 3/8. Then I definitely know that there are some of you guys out there that do not like real chunky knives in their pockets. So let's get a measurement of how thick she is. So we're looking at about a 0.535-ish. So just over 1/2 inch. But it does not feel that chunky at all. Maybe it's just because of how long it is. Look at the blade, the top. Look at that radius on top of the blade. That whole thing, all the way down to the end of the fuller, and even beyond that, is just a nice, smooth radius. Wow. I am very impressed. This looks way more expensive than it is. Oh yeah, we were going to test the edge. I am definitely going to have to get a new magazine here. I got a few more laying around just waiting for their turn. Oh yeah. No problem. No problem at all. And being 14C, if there was an issue, it'd be super easy to take care of. I'm sure this thing will strap right up. No problem at all. I may have to do something like that. I may have to strap it up and just see absolutely how sharp I can get it. But yeah, look at that. This feels great in my hand. Oops, I messed up the flick. There we go. Trying to do it on camera is kind of a... And it looks fantastic. Great high grind. This thing is absolutely going to be a laser beam through stuff. And once you get stall, 14C28N. I've talked to a few of you guys in the comments. We've talked about budget knives and budget steels and how easy it is to sharpen. You wind up carrying the budget knives like this more. They're easy to touch up. So anyway, that's the Miguron Velona I just picked up. I'm going to carry it, and maybe I'll make another video after I've carried it for a little while to tell you anything that I kind of figure out or see with it, if there's any issues, or maybe there's something super good that I learned through use. Thanks for joining me for this video, guys. Shoot me a thumbs up if you like it. It's really appreciated. And we'll catch you with the next one.